Hey folks, how's it going? I'm Josh, and this is my buddy's computer that I'm working on, and Tay's not here right now. So, we're going to jump into reacting to Frankie Boyle. A lot of people are asking for us to check out Frankie Boyle, so it's going to be me checking out Frankie Boyle. And see what the one I picked was Frankie Boyle at his finest. So, let's see how this is. Resolution is really low, so hopefully it doesn't translate on this small screen too bad. Maybe it won't look as bad on you guys' screens. So let's jump into it. And don't forget that we'll be pausing to keep it from getting blocked.
Hello! Hello and welcome to Live at the Apollo. I'm quite surprised that they've let me on as well, if that's any comfort. I've got a lovely theatre, I've got two fantastic comedians to introduce to you tonight. I've got a lovely audience to talk to. I looked right into your eyes when I said that, mate. How you doing? You have made an effort there, haven't you, man? You have made an effort with the Peaky Blinders hairstyle there. And it's like putting 26-inch rims on a wheelie bin.
I was already talking about putting really big rims on like a small car. Is that what he's saying? That's what I kind of think I got.
We've got some famous celebrities to talk to tonight, some not so famous. Some of the celebrities here tonight, when I was researching the show, I had to start their Wikipedia page. There are celebrities in here who don't get asked to turn on the Christmas lights in their own house. You're talking about people who are 18 months away from being quite a tricky tiebreaker in a pub quiz. I'm only kidding, we've got some famous faces in. Who have we got? We've got Jamila. Jamil, how you doing, Jamila? You alright? It's exciting for me because you present the Radio 1 chart show. You get to tell the nation what is number one every week. And the only way that that could be more exciting, I think, would be if it was 20 years ago when anybody gave a shit.
Prepared. She knew something bad was coming. That was good.
Who else have we got? We've got people from Holby, haven't we? We've got Hugh Corsi. Where's Hugh? Hugh, how you doing? You're a fantastic actor. You've been in RSC and everything. You've been in Holby for a long time, right? So I have a theory that if someone had a heart attack over here, we could whisk you over and just suck all of the drama out of the situation.
He's trying to say he's a bad actor, right? That's what I feel like I'm getting the gist of some of the jokes. Just let me know. But that's all I think I got out of it.
We had the Commonwealth Games in Glasgow this year. A great choice of venue. A place where people think that hepatitis B is a vitamin. I don't really trust these big sporting occasions, you know. The Olympics, a lot of that stuff is just for rich people. Dressage, yachting. I don't remember that at school. Yachting tomorrow, class, so remember, bring in your boats. A lot of people find the Paralympics inspiring. I just found it depressing. I can't throw a discus and I've got arms. Oscar Pistorius. Pistorius to me sounds like a spell that Harry Potter would say to make your legs drop off. Out of jail, his next girlfriend is going to get ready in a hurry. I thought you were running a bath. No, I just threw some dungarees on. Let's go. I hope a jail bully steals his legs, walks about being 9'6". I don't like the Commonwealth because the Commonwealth is the old British Empire. It's called the Commonwealth because Britain stole all those countries' wealth and then went, come on. The whole empire was founded on cocaine. Everybody was on cocaine. The remedies had cocaine in them. Queen Victoria was on cocaine. And not the shit you take. You've never done a line and gone, let's invade India. We had the referendum up in Scotland that was won by the No campaign and Alistair Darling. I thought it'd be good if when he won, Alistair Darling's eyebrows had finally turned into butterflies. And He wasn't even able to look surprised about it.
I'm not pausing. I'm just just thought about that while I'm sitting here. Like, I'm not pausing. But I think I'm missing some of the jokes. This is bad. So I'm trying to listen a little closer.
David Beckham sent the people of Scotland an open letter. An open letter because he couldn't work out how to get it into the envelope. People said during the campaign that I was anti-English. I couldn't be more pro-English. I thought the best thing for independence would have been if England had won the World Cup. Because you would have been so unbearable that we would have to leave. Whatever happens next, I think it's important that Scotland does something that puts England on the back foot, something that England won't expect. And the last thing that you're expecting is for us to form an Islamic caliphate. Ah yes, independent Scotland, we can do this. Okay, we'll have to learn how to treat women slightly better, but we can change.
Guys, I'm so sorry that I'm missing some of the jokes, man. I'm definitely missing some of these jokes. Yes, you helped me out in the last one, so help me out in this one to explain some of these jokes, like the Islamic one. I missed some of it. I just got the part about treating women better. Man, that's about it.
I think people don't understand enough about international politics, do they? In Scotland, people think that NATO is just a nickname you give to a guy who lost a foot to diabetes. Keep up. Ed Miliband came up for the referendum. Now I'm going to go out on a limb here and say I don't think Ed Miliband will win the election. Because if he can't persuade his own face to do what he tells it to. Ed Miliband said he wanted to militarise the Scottish border. Can you imagine being a Scottish border guard, having to do cavity searches just to keep your hands warm? Holding back the English refugees at Newcastle. Newcastle being the first city in history that turned into a refugee camp and got less mental. Oh, things are actually a lot more civilised now that we're ruled over by a horse militia. We live in a kind of porn culture now, don't we? You see that thing on porn search engines where it goes, make this your homepage. Who does that? Who wakes up in the morning, switches their computer on, is confronted with hardcore pornography and thinks, I'm home. Animals don't watch porn, do they? Unless you include my cat. I think what it's led to men not really understanding what sex is like for women anymore. I often think it must be more intense to let someone inside your body. I feel awkward just letting the gas man into the hallway. If you get offended by any jokes tonight, by the way, feel free to tweet your outrage on a mobile phone made by a 10-year-old in China. Because that's what Santa Claus does the other 364 days a year. He travels around the world apologising to all the children who actually make the presents. Sorry about that, Woling Ho. Still, tea break's over. Back to work, son. People say that Steve Jobs died too soon, but I think it was a fitting metaphor for his company's attitude to battery life.
What? Oh, God. Oh, man. I remember Bill Burr made a joke about Steve Jobs. People booed so hard. There was some people laughing, but people going, oh, my God. That was good. Oh, that's good. This is good. I'm missing some of it. So you guys want to explain some of the parts that you see me looking dumb-faced in it, but I'm getting the easy stuff. I guess you call me a little goofy.
I hope that they buried him in a coffin with a great big crack on the lid. Very funny. Said that a woman died after drinking 18 litres of Coke. She ate a packet of Mentos and they found her head 3 miles away.
Oh, shit.
Piers Morgan says that women send him knickers through the post. presumably with the message from one twat to another. I don't really understand TV, to be honest. I don't understand why Ant and Dec go to the jungle every year when it's the only place that's hot enough for Ant's head to hatch.
I don't know who that is.
There's a thing that happens to you, I think, in your 40s as a man, where you suddenly realise that you're a dad, and not in a good way. You realise that you're a 42-year-old father of two who says lame dad stuff, and you will never be cool again. And this happened to me last week. I was in Covent Garden, and I was trying to cross the road at the traffic lights. There was a guy beside me, a beautiful male model, a Californian guy, a beautiful man. Because he was American, he was looking the wrong way into traffic. And he stepped out in front of a moving car. And I grabbed him by the arm and pulled him back onto the pavement. And he had no idea how close he'd come to dying. And he said, "What was that car's problem?" And I went, "Look both ways, Zoolander!" Do you know what my kids got me for Father's Day?
And make sure I pause this to get blocked, but that is a problem in the States. Unless there was a study I read that says the most dangerous intersections are the ones that tell people when to go, because people got so used to like just the light telling when to go that they don't even look left and right anymore, just go into the street. And I witnessed that working in downtown Chicago. People do not look left and right. That light changes and says go, they go. That's it. They just wait for that countdown and go.
They got me that shower gel, mint tea tree gel. No one had warned me about that. I thought my arsehole was going to burst into song. They always say, don't they, when you're telling your kids off, stay positive, don't be too negative. And I agree with that. But sometimes you're standing there thinking, I don't see anything positive about this. You have shat on my rug. And I am struggling to find an upside. You can't hit your kids, obviously, but there's nothing that says that you can't tamper with the brakes on their heelys. My son's 6 now, so it's actually quite difficult to punish him. What I do is I tuck his bedclothes in really, really tight and hope that he has a nightmare where he's trapped in a giant's pocket. I think it's sad when people medicate their children for behavioural problems when it's so much easier to just drug yourself. Do you know the saddest thing? You spend the first year teaching them to say dad, daddy, dada, and now they're like, dad! And I'm like, shut up, Willie, I'm on Tinder trying to find us a new mum.
Oh, I got... I missed it at first, like, what he's saying? You're on Tinder trying to find a new mom. I got it.
We're bombing Iraq now. We're calling it humanitarian bombing. There's no such thing as humanitarian bombing, is there? It's always about oil or power, not humanitarianism. That's why you never get stopped by someone in the street saying, "Hi, I'm from Oxfam, and for just £12 a month, we could really blow the shit out of something." And who are we blowing up? IS. Remember last year they said, "Oh, we need to bomb Syria, help the rebels, they're the good guys." Who are the rebels? IS. The same people. They've gone from being loved to hated and despised in a year, and they haven't even had to win the X Factor to make that happen. Britain as a culture runs on hypocrisy. David Cameron went to Sri Lanka. He told the Sri Lankans off for human rights abuses that they committed with weapons that Britain sold to them. Like Ronald McDonald calling you a fat bastard. We sent Prince Harry to Afghanistan because when you want to teach people about democracy, you send them a prince. You teach them about peace and democracy by having a prince shoot at them from a helicopter.
That was good. I enjoyed that. Just some of the stuff just went over, man. Because it was real, like, it was real, like, specific to Britain. Like, some of the jokes were specific to that. And I guess anytime it has to do with, like, history or politics and all that kind of jazz. A lot of stuff I know is really just in the States, man, and nothing really in regards to the world. And like I said, that kind of shows. I'm an adult now, so I guess I can't really blame the education system anymore. But as an adult, you usually kind of read into like more stuff that you're actually like interested in regards to, like, your own, like, same thing, history, politics, that kind of stuff. But yeah, I don't know, that was good. I still enjoyed it. The porn part was especially funny because, like, that homepage, like, the culture of porn right now, it's like hardcore, man. I read a book on it. It's like called The Porn Addiction, and they're showing how, like, you're like, especially the generation that came right after mine, like the Zoomers, they're like essentially like they're doomed because of it unless you can find a way out of like this hardcore like porn addiction. It's a crazy book. It's good though. It's called like I think it's called Porn Addiction. I read it a while ago, maybe a month or two ago, not that long ago. But yeah, it's a really good book. Other than that, that's all, guys. I don't want to ramble too much. This was already a long video. This is really good. Hopefully it doesn't get blocked. If it doesn't, I'll definitely do a lot more of Frankie Boyle because I enjoyed it. Some of the jokes I missed and got a little later because, like, the old wire started firing when I'm listening to the accent and I miss it and I get it, like the tender jokes like that. But definitely enjoyed it, man. It still was enjoyable. So I'm gonna check out more of his stuff. You guys were asking me for a lot more of his stuff, and did it. It's good. I enjoyed it. So if there's any specifics you guys want to give me comments below this video, give me a couple of titles. The links end up going to spam, so don't do a link. Just put like a title of like one you guys want me to check out in particular. Alright, that's all, folks. Thanks for watching. Please continue to like, share, and subscribe. Hopefully she'll be back in the next couple ones. Her back stuff's feeling better. She's just not really in the mood to like sit down here and doing the videos, which is definitely understandable. Alright, folks, that is all for this one. I'll see you in the next one. Later.